The other afternoon, I sat down on the couch, laptop open, trying to get some work done. And my cat, Milo, was already there. Curled up, half in the sunlight, completely asleep. Didn't move when I sat down. Didn't react when I shifted. So I figured, okay, deep sleep. But then, my phone buzzed on the table. Just a small sound. And his ear twitched. Not his body, not his head. Just one ear. Like he heard it, decided it wasn't important, and went right back to doing nothing. And that was the moment I paused. Because, was he actually asleep? Or something else? That one small moment explains something most people completely miss about cats. They're not just sleeping a lot. They're resting in a very specific way. And once you see how that works, your cat's all-day naps start to look very different. 1. They don't sleep the way you think they do. Let's start with the biggest misunderstanding. When you see your cat lying there for hours, you assume it's all the same kind of sleep. It's not. Cats cycle between light rest and deep sleep constantly. That moment with Milo, that ear twitch, that was light sleep, which means his body was relaxed, but his brain was still partially active, still listening, still monitoring. Think about this for a second. If your cat were truly in deep sleep the entire time, they wouldn't react instantly to small sounds, but they do, which means a large portion of their sleep time is actually rest plus awareness. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because this isn't just a random quirk. It's a survival design. In the wild, sleeping deeply for long periods would make a cat vulnerable. So instead, they evolved this half-on, half-off system. Rest without fully disconnecting. And if you go back to that moment on the couch, Milo wasn't ignoring the world. He was quietly keeping track of it, which leads to the next layer most people miss. 2. Cats are built for bursts, not long activity. Now imagine this. Your cat suddenly sprints across the room, jumps, twists mid-air, and attacks a toy like it owes them money. That entire sequence lasts maybe 10 to 15 seconds. But biologically, that's a full power effort. Cats are designed for short bursts, high intensity, immediate recovery. Not long, steady activity like humans. So after that burst, their body doesn't think, let's keep going. It thinks, recover, immediately. And recovery for cats looks like sleep. This is why you'll see something like play session to sudden disappearance to sleeping loaf under a chair. And it feels abrupt to you. But to them, that's the correct sequence. Now, here's where people misinterpret it. They assume, my cat barely did anything. Why are they tired? But from the cat's perspective, they just completed a full hunting simulation. Energy spent, system reset, which connects directly to something deeper. 3. Sleep is part of their energy strategy. Cats don't just sleep because they're tired. They sleep to prepare. In the wild, every hunt matters, and not every hunt succeeds. So wasting energy between opportunities? That's risky. Instead, cats evolved to conserve energy until the exact moment it's needed, which means long rest periods, followed by short action windows. Now bring that into your home. Even if food appears magically in a bowl, their brain still runs the same program. So when your cat spends most of the day sleeping, it's not laziness, it's energy management. Think about this. Your cat doesn't know they don't need to hunt anymore. So they stay ready by resting. And if you go back to Milo on the couch, he wasn't doing nothing. He was conserving, waiting for the next moment that required energy, even if that moment ends up being a random sprint at 2 a.m. 4. Timing matters more than you think. Now here's where things start to feel a little off as an owner, because your schedule and your cat's schedule don't match. Cats are naturally most active during dawn and dusk, low light. That's when their prey would be active in the wild. So their internal rhythm looks like rest to short activity to rest to short activity, which means midday, mostly sleep. Late night, sudden chaos, early morning, unexpected energy. And this is where that "my cat sleeps all day" feeling comes from, because you're awake during their downtime. But here's the shift. They're not sleeping too much. They're just awake when you're not expecting it. Quick question. When does your cat suddenly become active? Early morning, late at night, or at the exact moment you're trying to sleep? Leave a comment and let us know. Because once you notice their pattern, their behavior stops feeling random and starts feeling predictable. 5. Environment quietly increases sleep. Let's talk about indoor cats for a second, because this changes everything. In the wild, cats deal with threats, competition, uncertainty. At home, none of that exists, which means their system shifts. Less need for alertness, less need for movement, more opportunity to rest. And then you add soft surfaces, warm sunlight, quiet spaces. You've basically created the perfect sleep environment. So your cat ends up doing what their body naturally prefers, resting when nothing is happening. And here's the subtle part. Your cat isn't choosing sleep because they're tired. They're choosing it because there's no reason not to. That's a completely different decision. And once you see that, you start to understand why they move from couch to chair to bed to window, sleeping in each spot like it's part of a rotation, which, in a way, it is. 6. Age changes how much they sleep, but not why. Now, if you've ever had a kitten, you already know they sleep even more, but for a different reason. Growth. Their body is developing fast. Their brain is constantly processing new experiences. So sleep becomes repair, development, learning consolidation. That's why kittens can play hard for 5 minutes, then crash instantly. Now compare that to older cats. They also sleep more, but because energy levels drop, recovery takes longer. Same behavior, different cause. And right in the middle, adult cats, balanced, but still following the same system. Burst to rest, alert to recover. So if your cat seems like they sleep too much, there's a good chance they're just exactly where they should be for their age and energy level. And if this is changing how you see your cat, if their behavior is starting to make a lot more sense, go ahead, find the button, click it, and join us here on FurEver. Because once you understand the why behind these behaviors, living with your cat gets a whole lot easier. 7. Sleep is also when their brain works. There's one last piece that most people never think about. When your cat enters deeper sleep, their body isn't the only thing recovering. Their brain is active too, processing, replaying, organizing. You might see paw twitching, whisker movement, small body shifts. That's not random. That's likely your cat running through experiences. Some researchers believe this is similar to dreaming. And if that's true, then those long naps, they're not empty time. They're mental reset, which means every time your cat curls up and disappears into sleep, they're not checking out. They're updating their understanding of the world around them. So if you go back to that moment on the couch, Milo, completely still, sunlight across his face, that tiny ear twitch, that wasn't a cat being lazy. That was a system running exactly as designed, resting while still paying attention. All right, I'm off. My cat just woke up from a nap, stared at me like I interrupted something important, and went right back to sleep. So I feel like I'm somehow involved in that. FurEver.